What's up YouTube? It's the one and only Bonky the artist. So today I am showing you how to properly shave a bald head, because I do have quite a few of those clients, and I'm pretty sure we all have those type of clients if we're in this industry. So first and foremost, I'm just starting off by shaving the head down. I'm going the direction against the grain just so I can make sure when I'm gliding my blade against the scalp, I know the direction of which way to go in order to get a good clean shave. Okay, now you see I'm not using no type of trimmers that are biting the skin as well. So this is one secret that I'm dropping right here. I use Kills to wash the scalp after I'm done shaving it, because I don't want any bumps popping up or anything, and I want to remove all the excess dirt off the scalp, because that can cause irritation bumps. And I also use one of the foam pads, and I just put a little bit of water on it, put a nice little dime size of the Kills. That's another reason why I do like to use the Kills as well, because it's very concentrated. It does get very soapy, and it gets the job done. So shout out to them, man. Whoever created that formula, they're doing a good job, because I even use it on my face personally. All right, now we're going to wrap a hot towel around the scalp. I'm going to go ahead and let that penetrate the pores. It's going to soften up the skin as well. Yes sir, very therapeutic for men who have bald heads. You see my client, he's already enjoying it. Now we're going to take some exotics skin therapy. This is basically some pre-shave lotion in order to prep the skin, just to soften it up a lot more, because some clients, their hair can be hard, some clients their hair can be soft, so you might not have to use it, but this is just to avoid all type of abrasions of the skin, any cuts, anything, So I'm just massaging it in the scalp really well, just to make sure we get all around there. Yes sir. Alright, so while that is sitting, we're going to go ahead and taper the beard up. And I'm just tapering it down just so I can line it up a lot easier, because I'm only using the razor. I don't really like to use too much trimmer work when I'm doing the beard. I usually use my trimmers, on the mustache area and stuff like that, of course, but if I have any straggly hairs, that's when I will use the trimmers as well. And you see I'm taking my time when I'm on this lip area, because clients, they tend to talk, they can tend to move. So I pretty much have a steady hand. I've developed a steady hand for this type of task, only because people tend to move when they don't even realize that they're moving, especially at this part right here when you're lining the top lip. People can tend to tremble and stuff like that, so you do have to have a steady hand for that. Yes sir, please make sure you are raising your chin up, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a client, especially if you go and see a new barber, just raise your chin all the way back. They might end up liking you a lot more than what you think, because our backs are already hurting. We stand up on our feet all day, so it doesn't hurt just to raise your neck up a little bit more. Now if the clippers are biting, please let us know, and we should be able to have another pair of trimmers that can suit the irritation of your skin. But as far as raising your neck up, don't raise it up just a little bit, raise it up back all the way, okay? Because that'll make our job a lot easier. Now we're just lining the back of the beard up. That's why I did taper it, just so you can see that line, and so you can see it a lot better. All right, now let's go ahead and go in with that razor. I did put some tap and go hairline spritz on his face, because his beard is not too hairy. He don't have too much hair on his face, so that makes it easier for our blade just to glide across the skin, and it's easier for us to make those white chalky lines that we're looking for. Even though I'm not trying to make the white chalky line, I'm just trying to make sure I have the highest line possible. All right, now we're just hitting the scalp with another hot towel. We're gonna wash the rest of that residue off from the pre-shave lotion. And now that the scalp is prepped and ready for a shave, now we'll be able to apply our shaving cream. Now I'm using Panard shaving cream today. Sometimes I use shave gel. I actually prefer to use shave gel, but in this video, this is what I was using. But if the scalp is prepped properly, how it's supposed to be, there's nothing wrong with using shave cream. Make sure you keep an extra towel on deck, so when you're wiping the extra residue off, now you see how my blade is just gliding. It's going real smooth, because the hair is already low and the skin is already softened. So I'm just showing you a few strokes. You see how I'm taking my time. I'm not going to go fast, because I'm not showing the whole head. And you see how I'm pulling that skin, especially when I have those certain areas where you gotta kind of tug back a little bit. It's okay to pull that skin a little bit, just to make sure you're not you know, nicking your client or anything. Now we're going to go ahead and lean our client back. We're going to give him that nice experience. We're going to give him a beard wash. That is a facial steamer that I have going on his face. It does add to the experience as well. If you're a barber and you're trying to make some extra money, I do advise you to get one of these. And it's only like $60 on Amazon. Now we're going to take another facial scrubbing pad, and we're going to wash his face. I did use Kills once again, ladies and gentlemen, and I only use the dime size, and look how much soap is on his skin. So the main reason why I wash my client's skin is just so I can make sure I'm getting all the extra dirt off of their skin, especially during the summer times, because being in Atlanta, Georgia, the humidity can be high, it can be very muggy outside, and that can create a lot of excess dirt and oils on the skin, and that can make it harder for me as a barber to make sure I'm polishing my haircuts correctly. Because the drier the skin, the better it is for me in order for my clippers to perform the best on someone else's skin. Okay, so now I'm just wiping the rest of the soap residue off. We're going to put some oil in his beard. Beard oil is very pivotal, ladies and gentlemen, when you're trying to grow your beard out, and make sure you're putting oil in the morning and at night. Okay, now we're going to take our antiseptic by Top Tier Hair Club. We're going to make sure we wipe the scalp really well before we apply oil to the scalp, because we want to make sure we're getting the rest of the dirt off. Now we're just putting a little moisturizer on the scalp. We don't want the skin too dry. And I'm just taking my towel and I'm making sure I'm wiping the extra residue of the oils. Alright, I did apply the pencil line to the top of the beard line just to make sure I can see that everything is even, so it checks out. So we're going to go ahead and razor out that line just to make sure our client is getting that extra pop. I'm all about making my haircut stand out. That's what I'm all about. Because when he leaves out, someone's going to ask him, hey, who does your beard or who cuts your hair? My bad, y'all have to see the beady beads in the back of my neck. That's not the main focus. Man, that beard is cold. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. That's a nice shade. You can, even from the camera view, you can see how glossy his skin looks on the top of his scalp. That means there's no hair on the top of his scalp. Now we're just shaping up the beard. We want to make sure we get all those straggly hairs, because that promotes beard growth. Okay, we don't want any split ends or anything. Okay, my client's satisfied, he loves it, and I appreciate him. That makes me a lot happier, and it makes me keep doing my job well. Now we just got to make sure we get those hairs on the neck and on the nape area. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure this video can get at least 100 likes. Von Keith out.
Stay in hustle mode. Got some brand new clothes. Hit them with a pose. Check what I just drove. My car don't touch the road.